Blystone. I'm a gubernatorial candidate for Ohio governor, and we'd just like to sit down for a few moments and answer some questions that are put forth by individual Ohioans across this great state. The first question is, why do I consider myself a constitutional conservative? As everybody knows, that's what I label myself, a constitutional conservative. Conservatism is lost within the Republican Party, and we need to bring it back. Why I consider myself a constitutionalist is because first and foremost, the Constitution of the United States is the law of the land. This is what we should be governing by. This is what we should put forth when we are passing bills and signing on the dotted line. We shouldn't muddy the waters. We should truly hold our amendment rights to what and how they were written, and quit putting our opinions in our Constitution. That's why I consider myself a constitutionalist. What is my stance on the Second Amendment and constitutional carry in the state of Ohio? I believe that we should uphold our Second Amendment rights as it is written. We should make Ohio a Second Amendment sanctuary state. We need to uphold that as it's written. Our Second Amendment does not say that we should get a permit to carry a gun or own a gun. So I believe we should uphold our Second Amendment rights as it is written in our Constitution. We need to make Ohio a Second Amendment sanctuary state, constitutional carry, and we need to be done with the laws that are on the books. Backpack bill that has been put forth within our Ohio legislature. What the backpack bill is, it sets up a savings account for your child of public monies in the local school system. If your child is going to school in the public school system, the money is set forth in the public school system. If you decide that the local school system is not doing their job, and the indoctrination is running rampant, and you decide to pull your child out of that school and send them to private school or Christian school, the public monies that is set forth follows your child into that other school system. That way you control not only the education of your child, but you also control your tax dollars that is put forth within the education system. What do I plan to do to uphold medical freedoms within the state of Ohio? As we know, there's an overreach of not only our state government, but our federal government into your health. I believe your health decisions between yourself and your doctor should be just that. It should be private. You should decide whether or not you want a vaccine or any procedures set forth. It should not be any decisions made by any part of government, whether state or federal. And there should not be any mandates upheld regarding your job. That should also not be a thing. Nobody should be losing a job because they won't get a vaccine. And on the very first day, if we're still dealing with this, I will sign an executive order. No mandatory vaccines, no mandatory vaccine passports. And, how will I combat sanctuary cities in Ohio? Sanctuary cities are operated in quite a few locations throughout Ohio. In these sanctuary cities, we have an epidemic of opioid overdoses, opioid deaths, human trafficking, and also an influx of drugs coming in from the cartels. The first thing I will do is contact the local mayor and let them know that as the governor, I will be defunding them of all state funds if, in fact, they are operating a sanctuary city. That being said, we need to work hand in hand with our local county sheriffs to combat any type of illegals operating in these counties. So that will come with a good relationship with our law enforcement, most importantly our county sheriffs. What do you think you can do to combat human trafficking? As we know, Ohio ranks 4th in the country regarding human trafficking, and that's just because of the logistics of where we are located within the country and our highways, north to south, east to west. We are the perfect place for a human trafficking industry. I believe that working hand in hand with our county sheriffs, we can improvise a plan of attack to combat human trafficking. Also, making sure that anybody that is arrested carrying out human trafficking, we need to set an example of these people when it comes to our court systems. If we have stiff penalties, throwing these people in jail and locking the doors, this will show that we are not going to put up with human traffickers in the state of Ohio. What will be your priority on day one if elected as the governor of this great state? You know, my first priority will be our children in this state. Making sure that we reform our child protection services, making sure that lost children out there are getting forever homes, and making sure that our children are safe and well taken care of. As governor, would you take action regarding CRT being taught within our public school system? Absolutely. I would make sure that on day one we write a executive order removing any and all CRT teaching within our public school systems. We need to be mentoring our children to come together as one. We need to make sure that our children knows that the color of your skin has nothing to do with being good people, and it all starts out within our elementary school. So the division needs to stop, and we need to get this divisive curriculum out of our schools.